Now pressure on the Australian Davey Cathels to follow suit. Potsy talked to him. He said he's excited for this matchup. John Florence has already put as the best surfer in the world without a world title, winning the Quiksilver in memory of Eddie Aikau. Called that day the best day of his life, and he loves to perform in conditions like this. Let's get underway. John Florence up now. Speed turn to come around the corner. Little climb will take him out, and that'll leave things open. We'll call that a little warm-up wave to get things underway for the Hawaiian.
Tell you what, he's got a little battle on his hands right now. Let's hope that first wave was just to get the nerves out of the way. These guys have been waiting, a few days to get this heat underway.
And now here comes Davey Cathels from North Narrabee in Australia. Setup carve, now deeper off the bottom. Knifes a big section, comes around the corner. Highline wrap. He's got a little wall stretching out. Timing the finish. Little punch out on the whitewater. And he'll take the lead.
Nice aggressive approach there on wave number 1.
I think you just need to be on the best waves. I don't know, I'm a bit overwhelmed at the moment. First heat win on the CT, so it feels really good. I'm just happy to still be going in the comp, and hopefully the waves are really good tomorrow.
And you're the pride of Newcastle at the moment. Obviously, Mark Richards, a couple of legends coming from that town, Matt Hoy, Craig Anderson, someone that you surf with all the time. So how does it feel to kind of have those kind of people in your corner and backing you up?
Yeah, it's been really good. Mark's come around a couple of times to the house and had spoken to me, and Luke Egan sent me a text the other day if I needed anything, and Hoyo's always there, and Craig's one of my best friends. So to have all those people, and there's about I think 100 people up here from Merriweather too, for all the support, and it's great to come from such a tight-knit community.
I think for him, he knows his surfing that is there, he's confident, but I think he's reacting to all of his friends that drove up to support him. What a special moment as we'll get caught up with this seat here, Potts.
Yeah, this is John's wave number 2. Obviously that first one just came unglued, so nice smooth approach here from John. He's just waiting for this wave to stand up. You want that vertical face to get those radical turns. Just a series of sort of cutback maneuvers. Now starts to hit that inside section. That's more like it from John. One of the more agile guys. I love the fact that he's got a very unique style, surfs with his hands kind of down by his side almost. He's got a great air game. He's got that rail, that front side, gouging whip. Here he goes again.
Florence now right off the bottom, throw tail reverse, and he ends up losing it. A tough section to complete that in, but with his ability, he can pull off anything. That ends up going incomplete as he's waiting for his last score to come through.
It's a marathon. Each event can roughly run anywhere between 10 and 12 days long. Then you've got that whole year to think about. This is John. This is that spontaneity that we love from John. He's not scared to boost crazy air. See that front foot sliding up towards the nose. Leans forward, gets those fins re-engaged, and that board spun around just a little bit too quick there. And John just a little bit off balance. So his strike rate with that maneuver is super high. So a little bit of a glitch right there for John.
John Florence released his signature film last year over in Hawaii. He had a great premiere at Sunset Beach Elementary School, where he went to school way back in the day. A view from a blue moon. This is John up again. Just a setup carve. Starting to really move down the line. He's got a big section, knifes it vertically, controls the slide. And now he's back out in front. Oncoming section, he'll throw the layback down. And ends up with a finish. His low score was just a 2.83. That's what he's trying to improve on. The wave before came in at a 6.5, so he already has the lead. Probably looking at this as a huge opportunity with guys like Wilson and Kelly out as we look at his last wave from the start.
So Davey let this one go, and that's what happens at snappers sometimes. You get those little insiders right there, just a little bit of a catch on the bottom, but then just whip that board around amazingly. He's super good when it comes to putting pressure on the fins and then releasing that pressure and letting that glide, letting that board glide, and then re-engaging those fins and then just really jamming into that next turn. You basically, when the wind was offshore, you didn't really go for the aerial maneuver because the offshore wind would blow your board away. Here goes John again.
First turn solid, nice and vertical, tight snap on the second effort. Now he's already around the corner for the full wrapping cutback. Ditches the fins, real smooth in transition, and he'll just step off in the foam climb. His wave before a 4.0, and we'll see if he sneaks that one in there without priority.
Shows that he's comfortable in any kind of condition out there.
Well, with 16 minutes on the clock, we'll watch Davey Cathels really run down the line with a lot of energy. Great first snap off the top, hits a bump, but total control off the bottom. Now he's running after some open face. He'll use the whitewater for a vertical snap. Chasing some big sections. He tags it high off the top and goes down. So even a messy looking wave, he had the intent to put down a big score, and he just lost the finish at the end.
Now he's on his way to another good score there. And John Florence, that last wave has improved his situation, Joe.
15:22 on the clock. Florence's best wave of 7.43 just got locked in under priority. So now that's his highest single score. The 6.5 he had a while ago is what he's trying to better now. Out the back, holding position, and Cathels now needs an 8.10 on that last wave.
So, you know, John known for those big maneuvers. Those was one gigantic aerial maneuvers, but what they want to see and what they're trying to do is break it down so that he can actually link between his turns. And as you see right here, his main focus right now is to throw down some turns, and then not a lot of in between. Right there, bang, another one up into the section, another one, boom, right off the top. So that's what they've been working on, and it looks pretty good right there, except for the finish. But you can see Bede looks pretty happy with what's happening in the heat right now, and it seems like the magic from Bede is kind of rubbing on there with Mr. John Florence.
Medina has that freakish talent and that competition head, and John is looking to go the same direction. Bede looking on as we see the fin throw reverse from Florence, right into a bottom turn and a layback finishing move. An exciting surfer to watch because you never know what he's going to do. He's trying to better a 6.5 with that wave.
Yeah, you can see Bede approving of that wave right there. And the score drops very quickly, Joe. Was that the wave before? 5.13?
Let's take another look here.
Well, I think this might be a bit more than a 5.13. I think this was that was the score before. Straight into that there. Beautiful layback snap. You can see how he just extended that body into the lip, just threw that board almost upside down.
And then saw it on the sidelines for some of the season. As we get back to Cathels, he's on the road to come back on this wave. Nice highline carve for the rookie from Narrabeen. Nice vertical jam. Uses the whitewater well once again with the snap. Full rail carve. Really in sync with the tempo of this wave. Clean snap now, looking to close this thing down. Cathels has a tight jam to finish. And he might have even created some space on the inside corner. Ripping through the inside, he might look to ramp up. He's got the speed for it. Clear for takeoff. He'll throw away the finish.
Yeah, nice wave there from Davey, and he's going to need it because John's going to improve his situation with that last wave that he got. A two maneuver combo right there. Air reverse to that layback snap. Here he goes again.
Now John with a carve, he'll step off and regain priority. Davey coming from North Narrabeen. We're talking about Callanan with Newcastle being such a tight-knit community. North Narrabeen is just the same as we look at John's way.
Yeah, exactly right. North Narrabeen, they're very proud people there. Hard to get away with that spot, Joe. Very hotly contested space. As we see Davey Cathels here, just clinical, smooth, clean surfing. Look at that, straight up and over. Almost lost it right there. Good to regather. As he waits to get some more stuff going on this wave. He now starts to hit that inside section. You can see the intent from Davey. You can see the energy that he's bringing to his game. Thought this wave had closed out right there, but no, it didn't. Almost gave him that extra little section through the inside. He's looking for an 8.53 right now because John just dropped that 6.9. Maybe would have got it, but then kind of threw it away there. Didn't grab. So interesting situation there. Normally that grab maybe would have held the board to his feet. Could have pulled that one off. Added another point or so on the end of that ride.
So previous wave for Florence is 6.93. He'll use that as a keeper for the time being. Cathels now requiring an 8.53. Cathels, though, is performing. Last is 6.83. He opened with a 5.83. So the Australian just needs a 7.53 to turn it, which is keeping the door open. Now hitting the 2-minute mark. Cathels doesn't have priority here, but John's going to let him go. First turn, a little snap off the lip. Fades back quickly to get that carving rebound. Now he's got a big wall and he's over it. Now looking like a really good decision for Florence to let him go. John's on the very next wave with 1:40 on the clock. And now he's looking for something big on the inside. Little snap there. Throw tail and ends up going down on the finish. So now he'll leave the lineup open for Cathels and give him a chance to answer back.
Yeah, you know, it's even though the red jersey is the highest seed, it doesn't always necessarily mean that they're the favorite.
As we look at John on a final wave, moving quickly through his points, it's not going to matter too much because we hear the horns sound in round 2. Heat number 6 is in the books. Davey Cathels left chasing a 7.53, his high mark a 6.83, and John Florence survives with a 14.36 total.